Hi, class. It's me again. I just wanted to check in with you. We're wrapping up the first week now and getting ready to go into the second week. I just wanted to talk a little bit about your intros. It's always really great to get to know you all a little bit at the beginning of the semester and read the things that you write about yourselves. Seems like some of you know each other, which is really great because you've already got some community happening that way. And you seem like a great bunch of people. It's going to be fun to work with you this semester. I just wanted to remind you if you were posted your introduction earlier rather than more recently, you might want to go back in there and check and see if anybody's responded to you. I'm going to leave that discussion board open for a while now, so you should check back and see if anybody's responded to your post, and you can respond back to them and get some nice conversations going. Oh, I just noticed I have a plant growing out of my head. That's my living room, by the way. I suppose by the end of this semester, you guys will have a tour of my whole house. Okay, so what else? Also, I've been reading your first Dropbox submissions about why you took the course, and a lot of you are admitting that you took it because it was the most attractive choice for you in the GE General Requirements. So that's great. Anything that gets you into the course makes me happy. Also, seems about like 30% of you are identifying with the LGBT community in one way or another. Some of you have announced it to the class, some of you have made the private discussion with me, but that's always great. That's a higher percentage than what's considered the average in society. Most statistics put the LGBT community at about 10% of the population. Although, now that I think about it, that 10% number was always for gay people. And of course, one thing you're going to be learning very soon is that gender identity, which is the T in LGBT, transgender people, um, that's sort of a recent addition to the alphabet soup uh, LGBT thingy that goes on. And we'll be reading more about that in a couple of the first chapters in the textbooks. So 10% was always for people that identified as gay or lesbians. But if you throw in the transgender community into that number, I think it goes higher than 10%. Anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know that from what I can tell, about a third of the class seems to be in the LGBT community. Also, I wanted to preview what's coming up next week. In case you haven't opened up week 2 and looked at it yet, you can do that if you want to. Um, Next week, you're going to be watching one of the first of many films we'll be watching this semester. You're going to get into the textbook more. This week, you have Task 1.6, which is the preface to the textbook. But next week, we'll actually be getting into the first chapter. So you'll have 2 questions out of the textbook, and then I'm also providing you with a short essay that I wrote myself and asking you to write me a little letter in response to that. So just to go over the due dates coming up, today, which is Thursday the 28th, you've got 2 tasks due by midnight tonight. That's 1.3b, part B, and task 1.4. And then coming up on Sunday the 31st, you have task 1.5 and 1.6 due by midnight. And then next week, task 2.1, 2.2, and 2.3, those are all 2-part tasks. So part A of those first 3 tasks is due next Thursday, the 4th, February 4th, by 11:59. And then the second part, part B of 2.1, 2.2, and 2.3, and also task 2.4 are due next Sunday, February 7th. So that brings you up to date with the class. I hope you're all enjoying yourselves so far. And as always, you can email me or post to the course Q&A discussion board if you have a question. And I'll do my best to get an answer to you promptly. I'm heading down to LA this weekend to work at the job fair for Contra Costa Community College District. So hopefully I'll be able to hire some new English teachers for LMC. All right, talk to you later. Bye.